Yo, welcome back to the Nerds with Glasses podcast. I am your host, Knowledge, and I'm joined here by...
Javi. Let's go. This week is all about Destiny.
This is the special Destiny edition of our Nerds with Glasses podcast.
Yes, very special week.
Alright, so we got the beta. We've been playing it on the PS4. First question, Javi. What's your first impressions? How do you feel about it?
Dude, the game looks... I am so into the universe it is right now. It is... It seems like it's going to have a great story. We've only had a little taste of it.
Yeah, we only scratched the surface, just barely.
Yeah, and I mean, the game looks awesome. Can't wait for the full release to see everything else they have.
Yeah. I think that's the main question everybody's been asking me and sending me messages just like, you know, just give me a yes or no. Like, would you buy it? And I'm like, absolutely, yes.
Definitely will buy it. Is it the best game of all time? Like, people are making it out to be?
Yeah. I don't know.
I still can't. I mean, it definitely has potential.
Yeah.
Definitely has potential.
Like, I'm not going to say yes and I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say that it's going to be the best game ever. But I'm also not prepared to say that it won't be. Because there's definitely, it has promise to me. It has a lot of potential. There are some things that bother me a little bit about it right now. But it is the beta. And we know Bungie is more than willing to change things,
right,
you know, to make it better.
Hopefully, yes.
But you know, we're gonna look at this. We're gonna look at Destiny from a bunch of different angles. We're gonna look at it as an MMORPG. We're gonna look at it as a multiplayer competitive game, and we're gonna look at it as kind of like, is it good for YouTube and Twitch? But the first thing we're gonna do is kind of
talk about what we think
game.
about the
yeah,
game.
What's the game, like the universe and all that.
Yeah,
that's the first thing that caught me, because the first thing you do is you play the first mission of the campaign, and you get this full cutscene about kind of just a little backstory about the universe.
I mean, honestly, I was a little bit like not super thrilled with the intro. I loved it; it looked amazing.
Yeah,
but I just felt like, I mean, I guess it's because they don't want to give us too much yet. But it just like I didn't feel like I learned enough.
Yeah,
it felt very.
Vague.
Lacking.
It was just too vague. Yeah, because like there, for example, and this is no secret. I'm not spoiling anything.
Yeah, the intro. If you haven't seen the prologue, go look it up. We have it on.
On our channel. We have.
It is breathtaking.
Yeah.
You know, it's humans going to Mars, exploring, and finding this weird ass ball in the sky,
which they call the Traveler.
Right, and I mean, the shots on the moon or Mars, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Look amazing. Like, I love the little walking they did. I kind of wish they would have done that, like, you know, even though it's typical for most things to do, it would have really looked nice because they did a time lapse, but the time lapse like was all different, so it looked kind of glitchy. I would have wished they would have like done it, them just walking all like kind of like, you know, in typical movies where you know they walk and then everything behind them is changing, but they're still walking the same kind of speed.
Yeah, so like their whole environment is time lapsing while they're just
exactly. I mean, I just think that looks really clean. This one looked very like not
glitchy.
It looked glitchy.
But it still was great.
Yeah, it was still great.
And it set up the story, and let me just give you the basics of the story
without trying to
so without being too confusing. What it is humans in present day right now, humans go to the Mars and they discover this thing called the Traveler. And what the Traveler did is that it made mankind greater.
Imagine like, what's it called? That movie with where he takes a pill and unlocks his mind.
Yeah.
The Traveler pretty much unlocked
human potential.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have 3 times the
lifespan.
I guess I'm assuming we're more intelligent.
We're stronger. Everything like it
we jump like Master Chief.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. Like it's like it made everybody Spartans from Halo or something like. So that's what the Traveler did for humanity, and with this power, humanity became a great society, created great cities.
We colonized
Mercury, Mars.
No, I think. Well, yeah, it was Venus and Mars
and Mercury.
And then Mercury, we made like into like fucking our farm, our garden,
our
Eden
planet. Yeah, which is crazy because I mean, in real life science right now, that'd be more than impossible because it's the closest to the sun. There'd be no way, you know.
But we don't have a Traveler yet.
Yeah, well, when the Traveler comes, everything's gonna change.
And one big thing I found with the whole Traveler. This is gonna get into like everything what else we learned, but it really it felt to me I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many other people got this, but Fifth Element.
Yeah.
I very much felt that when I saw this movie, because not that they found Mila.
Mia Jovovich.
Yeah. They're not like they found her and like she unlocked people, but just that whole, this is a special thing. But as soon as you find that, or that special thing comes out, something else.
Yeah.
Is there. She's the weapon. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be the same thing for the Traveler. It might be something similar, but the Traveler has been hunted down by the darkness.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I think that's exactly the same name
in the Fifth Element.
Yeah. And not that I'm trying to knock either of them, but it was just I really felt that, and it just like that movie was epic. I don't know who hasn't seen that movie, but I love that movie.
It has a lot of personality. Mm-hmm. There's quirky characters, but it has a very deep
and that's
thing.
The one thing I think this game is missing.
And that's true. This game it kind of takes itself a little too serious sometimes.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, the voice acting is, for lack of a better word, lacking.
it's hollow.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no
Peter Dinklage, which is the voice of the main person, the first person you see in the game, the Ghost, which is a little robot that goes around looking for guardians.
Yeah.
His voice, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't.
Yeah, if you don't know who Peter Dinklage is, he's like
Tyrion Lannister from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, from Game of Thrones.
If you don't know his real name, that's who he plays.
And so like the voice act, and we're not the first people to say this. Everybody said this when they played the alpha. It was really bad. It seems like he got the script and he was reading it for the first time. Like it doesn't feel like he understands his character. Like he knows who he's supposed to be.
The way I see it is, I feel like maybe the direction that he was pointed, like because they have direct voice directors or whatever.
Yeah,
it is
for sure.
For these voice actors, and I think that they were trying to go for this like robotic style of a voice with a human, basically like a robot that doesn't have a robotic voice.
Yeah.
But and they tried to like make it, I guess, kind of monotone. I don't know. It didn't feel.
It doesn't feel right. And for those of you who are thinking like, who gives a shit? It's just voice acting. But like,
but a lot of characters. The main character you play.
There was a speaker who sounded like.
And the speaker's supposed to seem epic.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, we're gonna take you to the speaker," blah blah blah, and they all just seem bad. Like I can't. There's no way for me to say it other than bad. And the reason it's a big deal is because for those of you who are really into single player, which I love competitive and multiplayer, but I also love single player, which is evident on our channel because that's what the fuck we do. Is we do game movies because we love these stories, and the universe itself, the graphics are beautiful. The story, the kind of backstory I really like it's a universe that I could really get into. The thought that we would like expand to other planets, it just seems like it shrinks the solar system down and makes all the solar system like part of this universe that we feel so attached. So I really love the universe, but when you're playing the game and you hear this voice acting and Peter Dinklage, that's the guy you hear the most in the game. It kind of sucks you out of that universe, and you're just like, you just constantly just like, really, bro? Like that's how you wanted to read that line. And like I said, I'm not blaming it all on him. Like you said, it could be the director. Or maybe they recorded it back. I don't know, whatever. Mm-hmm. But it sucks you out of that universe constantly. Like
I think games like, for example, I mean this is a extremely great voice actor. Troy Baker, the voice of Joel from Last of Us.
Yeah.
The voice of Booker DeWitt in
Bioshock.
And even Ellie and
Ellie, who's Ashley Johnson,
right.
And who else are you thinking of? Oh, Elizabeth. Okay.
From Bioshock. I can't think at the top of my head of the actress, but their voice acting is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it just sucks you in. It makes you feel so. That itself drags you into the story. Like the voice acting, the everything. So I mean, I don't know what this game. I mean, granted, maybe it's. I mean, all the characters we've seen really like. I can understand, to be honest, the main character that you are. Yeah. Usually they don't get, especially for a game like this where you get to customize your character.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard for them to get a voice that's right.
Yeah.
But for the speaker, he's supposed to be this prophet, pretty much. He talks to the traveler. Yeah. He's the voice of the traveler. Yeah. And then Ghost, I don't think he has a name.
Yeah.
We just know him as Ghost.
It's just Ghost.
I mean, he's with you the entire game. He's living around you, you know. And these are these two people I feel should have a very strong, engaging voice.
And the crazy thing to me is that Bungie's not new to this. They got Steve Downs, I believe his name is, who's Master Chief. You know, and Bungie knows how to do good voice acting.
Oh, okay.
I'm not for this game.
Yeah, okay. I was like,
no, I'm just saying, like, they're not new to voice acting. It's not like this is their first game where they have to have main character. Like, Master Chief and Cortana are both, you know, like iconic voices that you've heard in gaming.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. Like, you know, Cortana, an iconic voice.
Yeah.
We have. I'm just trying to think of these like characters that are always with you.
Yeah.
Wheatley from Portal 2.
Yeah.
Awesome voice. Claptrap, whether you think he's annoying or not, he has a very engaging voice.
Yeah.
And these are like, you know, these secondary kind of characters that are play a big role in that whole story. Angel from BioShock also. They all, I mean, they need to pick up on their voice acting.
And like I said, we were talking about earlier, just like it needs to be improved. But at the very least, we can say voice acting is probably one of the easiest things they can fix. They can get it re-recorded.
Yeah, you know, this is really one of our biggest gripes with the game.
Yeah, it is funny that's the thing we're nitpicking at, but that shows you how good the game is. Like
the game feels amazing. It is like everyone has been saying, it's a mix of Halo and Borderlands.
Yeah,
and it is completely that. I mean, it has the movement, like a combination of the movement and everything, the guns, how the guns move, like very much to me like Borderlands and Halo.
Yeah.
I mean, you see a little bit of COD.
I see a lot of COD. I see a lot of COD. I see a lot of Halo.
Yeah, I see a lot of more of the Borderlands aspect, like the way, and the Halo, just the way your character moves, the way you jump and shoot and all that stuff just feels very...
let's get into that. So just like kind of the movements and the feel of the game, the game feels amazing. To me, the engine that they created is brilliant. Like, it just feels... So like we said, the movement feels like Halo. What does that mean? That means he moves a little bit slower. He runs pretty fast.
Yeah, but
like when you're for example, when you're running and you turn, he turns slower than like...
kind of like, you know, like Gears of War also. Like,
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
They're running, their momentum doesn't let them turn right.
Yeah.
Not like Call of Duty where
it's
you
just
can
like insta-turn. Just like flip over. Like,
I'm gonna juke you over.
yeah, you can't do that. So it has a more Halo-X feel, and you jump. You don't jump as high as Halo, but you jump higher than Call of Duty. Let's say those are the main. I mean, these are the main games that people are going to compare it to. They're first-person shooters. Get over it. Don't. I am not saying it's Call of Duty. I'm not. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, I think what Destiny is like, I think Bungie literally sat down on the table and they said, "What do we love about games?" And they had
like, they got their top guys like, "What game are you playing right now?"
Yeah.
Borderlands 2.
Yeah,
okay, bring
exactly.
it over. What are you playing? I'm playing Halo 4. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, bring it over. What are you playing? I don't fucking know. Let's just take it too.
Yeah, World of Warcraft. I'm playing this, that, everything. Yeah. So it feels to me like they just literally said, "I love this about Halo. I love this about Call of Duty. I love this about Borderlands," and it feels like they just cut everything up and they created their own new thing.
It's the Bruce Lee of games.
Yeah, exactly. It's the June Queet Do.
Oh,
yeah,
so much shit for not knowing
Sorry. I love Bruce Lee either way.
But I just don't.
But I think the movement feels amazing. Like, instantly, as I play the first mission, it just feels good to shoot somebody. Like, you have that feeling, you get the hit markers, and like, it just feels...
I mean, I don't know how you feel about it, because you play Halo and you play Call of Duty more, but I just love I always love when games have criticals, like I mean, Halo has that too, headshots will do more damage than regular Call of Duty, but like, I just love seeing the little number on their head as you're shooting them. Or whatever.
It does. I've never really, because Call of Duty has that, but it's just, you can really, in this game, like, it just, every time you shoot, you see them come out, like, and it's a good feeling, like, it does feel good every time it happens.
I mean, except when you're fighting someone like a lot higher level than you do 0, 1, 1. Oh shit, better get away from me.
What the fuck, bro? Alright, now let's talk about this game as an MMORPG. Okay. Like, just kind of, people still don't really know what this game is. Like, what is it gonna be? A multiplayer game only? And there's a lot of it has been made about like the MMORPG aspect. So that's more your arena.
Yeah,
what
I mean,
would
I
you
feel
say?
like I'm a little bit more.
Yeah, so
I mean, it has very much a lot of the aspects of it. One of the main things I found missing, I guess, I mean, it didn't have to go this route, but it's missing a lot of this. I guess being able to increase your stats yourself as you level up.
Yeah.
Which is a thing I've always like. I mean, a lot of MMOs have that. You know, especially this game, it seems like it has a class. You know, you have your hunter, your titan,
and your warlock.
Yeah. You know, they have their own skills and stuff. I mean, it feels a lot. They basically took the same formula as Borderlands, which Borderlands isn't a it isn't your typical MMORPG. You know, you can play for 4 players and it's not open world like this one is. But I think this one could do it. I mean, it has. I don't know how long I'm gonna be spending just on the customization.
Yeah.
Right now, you know, this one that it has doesn't have a lot.
Yeah.
It has, you know, you could choose between 3 races. It doesn't give you very many options, but I'm assuming it's going to give you a lot of options.
Yeah, you mean like the creator character?
Yeah, creator character.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's limited. It's like skin tone, lip color,
games
whatever.
Like what is it? Skyrim. You know, you can change how big the lips are. Or I think it was Dragon Age I recently played. You know, you can set the eyes wherever you want. It's just little things that, I mean, a lot of people might not like, and that's fine. There's presets, I believe, for you anyways.
Yeah.
But like I like trying to make a character look a certain way sometimes. It feels good. But
I want mine to look like a thug ass motherfucking Latino, like just
bald head.
Yeah, bald head, and just like maybe gang signs on the head or something. No, I mean like I feel you. I've never been into the creative character because I always feel like I want my single player experience to present to me a character. It's cool when you're part of it. But the thing about the creator character that always bugs me is that like I'm not ready to create a character at the beginning of the game. You know what I mean? Like if it's like if I could play it for like 2 hours and then get a feel, and then I can kind of understand what I want my character to be.
Right.
You know, but I mean, this creator character mode was, like I said, it was limited. I was just like, oh, okay, cool. It is something for somebody like me would like, because it's just quick options. I'm just like, boom, 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 boom. All right, let's get into the game.
Yeah, I mean, I know people are going to be spending, even just on that little limited one, they're going to be spending some time on that.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're going to go more. I mean,
I mean, it's just a beta. I mean, we don't know. It could be, there definitely could be more. Like.
Yeah. And I mean, I love there hasn't been very many missions. There's only one raid mission where you actually have to play with us.
But you loved it. You loved the raid. So tell us about the raid. Like, how did that work with other players? What happened?
Right. So basically, it's a quest.
Yeah.
Right. It's you go into kind of like a matchmaking. Not matchmaking. Oh, well, it is matchmaking.
Yeah.
But you get partied up with 3 people. The way it worked on the beta is that you play on a map with 6 people, and then as you guys move on, and once you pass a certain part, 2 of those 6 will basically join you in the, I guess, next, like, it'll separate you guys so you don't see the other players anymore.
Yeah.
And you just go through, fight, do the quest, and you fight. In the beta, there was 2 or 3 bosses that you fight.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just love going around killing bosses. That's one of my, I love for games where you get to team up with people, you know, find strategies. Even though I wasn't talking to them, it just, you know, we just knew what we needed to do. There was one boss that has like only a weakness on his legs.
Yeah.
But when you shoot out his legs, they explode. So you have to find a new spot. So it was a lot of, you know, 2 people are over here or 2 people are over there kind of like hiding, because he was a one-shot kill if he got you for the most part. And you're over here getting all the aggro towards you so they can take out the legs with the critical hits. So, you know, it was really fun. I liked it a lot.
So, like, if you played it with friends, especially.
If you play with friends, I mean, I don't know how the matchmaking is going to work. I don't know if you can invite people.
Yeah.
I mean, the raids are going to, like, work like that. But, I mean, I hope there's a lot of missions. I hope there's a lot of, like, more content. Because, I mean, they want this game to last, 10 years, they said?
Yeah, they did say that.
From right now, I can't say that it'll be extremely viable as an MMORPG. I mean, it looks promising. Definitely promising.
It does feel like it's just across, like, for a console MMORPG. Like, it's never really been done, like a serious MMORPG for console that I can think of.
I mean, there was Hand of Call or something that was.
See, I've never heard of it, so it didn't.
Yeah, it was a free game. You know, it was one of the free weekend games, and I played it for a while, but. Unfortunately, I had ran out of Xbox Live. I just kind of let it go.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I'm sure it's been done, But like I'm not into indie games or like free games. I'm into like the AAAs and whatever.
Right.
So or if I hear about it. So if I didn't hear about it, not because I'm something special, it's just because that means that it got across the indie lines into the mainstream lines. And if I heard about it,
exactly. I don't know if that's an indie game. I don't remember what studio made it, but it was fun. It was cool. I mean, it was very basic, but it was cool.
I think Destiny does have a chance to do this. From what I saw, the main issue is just I just don't know how it's gonna work. Like even now in the beta, like I just don't understand if it's gonna be more than just 3 people, you know, or because if it's only 3 people, that's a little limited to me. I think it needs to be more than that. Like
that is true. Because you know.
Because everybody always has like at least 3, 4 people on the friends list, like ready to grind, ready to do stuff.
Yeah, that's another thing. Right now, the open because it's separated. You know, you can do story missions. There's an open world section, and then there's the one raid you can do. I didn't do much of the open world. I was just grinding out the raid.
Yeah.
Seeing if I can get any weapons. The thing also that kind of I don't know how the drops are working. It doesn't seem to be giving you a lot of stuff. I don't know if there's gonna be because I had you know everyone is like Borderlands, so I was like, okay, we're gonna be getting weapons every 5 seconds, we're gonna be throwing away stuff, but I didn't really see much. But so you know I was grinding that. I mean the open world is going to be a big part of the MMO part. So
and so you guys know the way it works, at least right now in the beta. I'm sure it's gonna be like this in the main game too. Is after you beat the first mission, you unlock the last human city, which is where the Traveler is. The tower, they call her.
Yeah.
The tower. And so the tower is basically like the open world hub. That's like when you go there, it goes into third person. It's kind of like a really traditional MMORPG. And like there's a bunch of vendors and you can set up clans and
but there wasn't really much to do there. I mean,
at least not now because there's because it's so we don't know.
Usually on Earth, you go to Old Russia and you know it's kind of like because there's only that world open to you. Each mission takes place in a different part of Old Russia. It's pretty much the same map. Similar, I guess, a similar thing to the Ground Zeroes, prologue, demo, whatever you want to call it. It was very much just like. You do these missions, you unlock these things, and then you can kind of go back to them.
Yeah, and you do retread like the same area, which I mean, it didn't feel that bad because it seemed different each time.
Yeah, because each quest really focused you on one area.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like you were starting. I mean, you kind of did start in the same spot, but you went in a different direction.
Yeah. So I mean, you don't really get to see anything else but Old Russia, which is kind of like a deserted grassland. But it's gonna be nice to see the other worlds.
Was it Mercury?
I mean, in the we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But yeah, all you see is Old Russia. So, but it's just beautiful. It's still beautiful. Right, and then the open world hub is the tower, so we're gonna see what's gonna come of that. You can't really tell until the game comes out on that part. Like I said, it seems promising, but we just don't know, right? The next part that we want to look at is Destiny as a competitive game. That's another question we've been getting a lot. It's like, how's the multiplayer? Is the multiplayer good? Is it worth it? Okay, Bungie has created awesome engine, in my opinion, for multiplayer. There's definitely overpowered bullshit stuff right now for a competitive game that would never be there. But that's every game. They always change the rules for competitive, you know, which sucks. I think that's why Halo 2 is so good, because they didn't have to change any of the rules in order for it to be a competitive game.
Right.
Like,
I didn't get a chance to play Halo 2.
Yeah, like in Halo 2, like you literally, how the settings were for everybody, that's how it was for MLG, you know? And now every game always takes this time, whatever. They change the rules around, so the people who just like playing public matches, like it's like a different world to them, you know? It's hard to get into competitive. But anyways, Destiny, to me, has a great engine for it. All you need to do is take out a couple of those, like the power-ups and stuff, and it could be a very, very viable game. Right now, all that you can play really is it's called Control, which for everybody's domination.
Worst game type. I didn't like it.
I mean, I don't like domination at all. Like in Call of Duty or any other game that it's in. To me, it's just kind of campy and boring. But people are running around doing stuff. But I think when you get into a game, I think you always just should start at Deathmatch or Slayer or whatever you want to call it. Because I think you just kind of want to learn the maps and feel what guns work and all that. Like, I don't want to start doing that. Don't get me wrong, I love objective games. I love playing as a team. But right now in the beta, nobody's really playing as a team. Everybody was just kind of running around.
Sniping. Like, it's kind of interesting how they work. You start off only pretty much being able to use your assault rifle.
Yeah.
You know, you have a semi-automatic, you have single shots. You have, your full automatic. And
a lot of guns, dude. A lot of guns. Just in the beta already, we had maybe
I had to drop so many guns.
Yeah, there's a lot of guns. So that's good. That's a good part of it.
You have your secondary weapon, which you always have.
Is your
power
weapon, they called it?
I think the next one after was power, I believe.
Okay, because you get 3 weapons. So there's your secondary, but your secondary is like a power weapon. Let's say.
It's your sniper and your shotgun so far.
Yeah,
that I've seen. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get the sniper, which is, I mean, you kind of start with a little bit of ammo.
Yeah.
And then you have to look for more ammo. Guns don't spawn in. It's ammo spawns in, and you have to grab it. There's no ammo from enemies, as far as I can tell. Actually, there is. If you kill, I guess, certain enemies, they sometimes drop ammo.
But you don't pick up if that's on. Okay, if they have the same gun that you have, or if you drop your own gun, then you pick up ammo. But you cannot pick up anybody else's gun. You only have your gun. So you have your primary gun, which is, like you said, an assault rifle, like whatever, a 3-round burst, whatever, BR type gun or automatic or a one shot like a FAL or something like that. Okay, then you have your power, whatever, your secondary weapon, which is either right now so far only either a shotgun or a sniper, right? And like Javi said, now this is interesting what Bungie did, because if you look at, for example, you look at Halo, let's say everybody spawns in with the same gun, with a BR, and then there's power weapons on the map. There's like a sniper or the rocket launcher or whatever. On this game, you spawn with the sniper, like just kind of like in Call of Duty, you can pick a sniper to start with, but like he said, you only have like one magazine of ammo, and then you got to pick them up.
Yeah, the ammo's really small.
Yeah, it's not a lot, so you have to look for the ammo. I believe the ammo spawns in the same spots.
It looks like it does.
So like, but you gotta, it's kind of like you got a time to get the ammo. Like, the third weapon, what was it?
It's called your heavy weapon.
There you go. That's what it is. Heavy weapon.
And it's a light machine gun, or as far as I've seen, a light machine gun or a rocket launcher.
And now when you spawn with no ammo at all,
and it takes a while for you to actually find that ammo
on the map. Yeah. So it's not one of those things where you're gonna see everybody have rockets all the time.
So that setup could work for a competitor.
Yeah.
The thing I don't necessarily see working very well is your power moves.
No. Yeah, the power move is not, even though it's fun as hell.
Yes.
So there's 3 classes, like we said. There's the Warlock, the Titan, the Warlock, and the Hunter, right? The Titan, each one of them has a special power. The Titan, for example, has this super like Hulk smash type, like smash on the ground, and he just disintegrates whatever's in his.
It has an area of effect about
I don't know, maybe like 5 feet around him.
Well, it's like radius. Let's think like it's 2 character lengths on each side of him.
Yeah,
at least there might be actually bigger.
Yeah,
and as far as we can tell, it's a one-hit kill.
You get fucking disintegrated.
So,
like
you can run into the cap while they're trying to cap it. You're not invincible, so you can still get shot. But if you're smart, you'll go in there, you'll dodge them, and then you'll do the slam, and you'll kill them all.
Yeah, you easy like double, triple kill. Yeah. For example, did you play the Hunter or the Warlock?
I played the Hunter.
Yeah, and the Hunter has that gun.
Yeah. The Hunter, on the other hand, it's called a solar pistol, which shoots basically the sun at you.
Yeah. A nuclear bomb comes out of this gun.
Yes, the only downside I see is that it only targets, as far as I can tell, one person. I guess unless they're lined up. but it basically it only hits enough radius for one person.
Yeah.
But you do get 3 shots, whereas your Titan Smash, it's that one smash and that's it, and you have to wait for it to charge.
Yeah.
Which the charge up is actually pretty long.
It is.
When we were playing, we could. I mean, not that we didn't get kills, but because in the non multiplayer, not all multiplayer, in the single player version, like where you're out in the open, as you kill people, you make it go faster. You make your charge go faster. I didn't really see that in the multiplayer, so I don't know if there maybe is that, like, kind of like how Titanfall, the more you kill, the faster your Titan comes out.
Titan comes out, yeah.
Right. So I mean, I don't think those things would work just because of like how strong they are.
Yeah, they're way too powerful. I mean,
yeah, and it's cool because I just a little thing. For example, the Titan has a jet boost jump.
Yeah.
The Hunter has a double jump, not a jet
boosted jump.
But he can get a triple jump too, like more down the line. Warlock, we haven't played, but I have seen its skill or its power skill. It looks like a grenade.
Like a fucking fireball they throw at you. Yeah, it's crazy.
For some reason, I mean, I guess, well, not for some reason. Because of the darkness, we need basically solar weapons, which is kind of weird because I think his is, if I'm not mistaken, it says void energy. Yeah. And I'm assuming that means like kind of like dark energy. I guess it means like none of the two. You know what I mean? Like kind of like but it's pretty cool. I mean, you can chuck that shit and just like watch people disintegrate.
Yeah. No, like it's definitely fun. Like if you're just playing for fun in public, like it's like you'll laugh like a little girl when you do the Hulk smash.
Yeah, but you don't know like this. If it was capture the flag and now I'm running the flag and the whole other team's coming to stop me, I stomp on them with the Titan. Yeah. I would be so pissed if I was the other team.
Yeah, just like, what the fuck? Like, you're gonna find
some 20 shots in.
No fucking way. I like the kill time. I like a lot. Right now, it seems like if you're using a 3-burst gun, it seems like it takes like 3 shots, 4 shots maybe to take somebody down.
3 bursts.
But it's just hard to tell right now because we suck at the game. So I don't know if I'm just missing people and also the guns.
The sniper.
Yeah, I mean, but the sniper is a 2-shot kill in the body, 1-shot headshot. Halo's completely Halo, but it aims in like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So like, and you can like kind of quick scope it too.
Somewhat, yeah. I mean, the auto aim, the aim assist. I'm sorry, same thing. Isn't as stronger than Call of Duty.
Yeah, it didn't feel that way. Although I did feel like I got some bullshit sniper kills sometimes where I was like, oh, okay, I killed them.
Panic quick scope.
Yeah, I was like, oh, cool.
I meant to do that.
I was like, yeah, I'm a beast, baby. Like, yeah, so I mean, it's still hard to tell. You just gotta keep playing the game. As far as the maps go, they've been so far on the bigger side, medium size.
Yeah, and it doesn't work. For me, it didn't work. I don't know about you.
There's one map that's really big that has vehicles, which is on the moon. That one just feels really too big for 6v6. By the way, it's 6v6. And then the other maps, so far, I felt kind of medium size, which seemed fine for 6v6. But I don't know because competitive is almost, and shooters at least is almost always 4v4. So I don't know if it would work for a competitive setting.
Yeah, and they better think. I fucking hate the vehicles.
Yeah, I hate vehicles so much. I'm sorry if you like Big Team Slayer on Halo. I'm sorry if you love Battlefield.
I do like that because in the beginning, during the game, you get a vehicle that you can summon pretty much at any time, but it's non-lethal. It's
non-lethal. Yeah.
It's the mongoose. It's the equivalent of a mongoose.
Yeah, it's just like so you can ride around and go faster.
That I find awesome. We had a lot of people just running not running at us, but going to the the control point.
Yeah.
Just going and just jumping off, going right in. That was cool. I don't mind that. But
I like that too.
But of course they had their ghosts, their other things. It's just like, come on.
Yeah, they have and it's just kind of like, come on, man. I just don't.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to just gunfight, man. Like, please, Jesus, like.
They should have that's one of the big things that turned me off from Halo 4.
Yeah, there's so many big maps.
And then
dude.
What was it about? Because Valhalla was probably one of my favorite maps in Halo 3.
Yeah.
And then in Halo 4, I was just like, I'm never playing.
Oh, because of the Mantis. Yeah.
The Mantis. I was just like.
So overpowered, dude.
I mean, there's ways to stop it, but I'm like, dude, can we just.
Yeah, I mean, the same thing happened with Titanfall. Like, and then don't get me wrong, because Titanfall, I actually like the Titans a lot, but it just seemed like you got them too easy. So it just seemed it should be harder to get the Titans.
Yeah, it should be at least like I'm trying to think, like a Call of Duty, maybe like stealth chopper. Something like kind of. I mean, it's kind
harder,
of
like not like a UAV.
Yeah, like literally, you get like 4 kills and you get it in like the next 20 seconds or some shit.
Yeah, it needs to be harder, but that's that one map on Destiny. It's just I don't know. I just don't like vehicles, man. Because the game then just focuses on taking the vehicles down.
Yeah.
Before you can, because the vehicles are one-shot kills on you. You know, like they have a lot of them have just a cannon that can kill you in one shot.
Though when you took out that vehicle with the smash,
yeah,
you know
that was cool, okay, if you do that, because you can use your super weapon to take it down. But like I said, you only get it like once every 5-6 minutes.
I mean, as far as I can tell, you got it twice per game.
Yeah, so
if the game lasted to the end, which a lot of them did, because
and if you used it, at the right time. But I think there's potential there. I would need to see smaller maps. I think only one of them that I saw, because I saw 4 of them. One of them I think it's viable for 4v4. The other ones are a little bit too big. The one on Venus, the Shores of Time, I think. The other ones not so much. A little bit too big, a little bit campy, like for a competitive, but like just for public matches, it felt fun. It was fun. I had fun. Even though sometimes you feel like you get bullshit.
I didn't have fun, to be honest, when I played the multiplayer. That's why I stuck to the single player raids and missions.
Yeah.
I mean, I just wish there was more, because you only get up to level 8, which felt really short. But it's a beta. I mean, I can't complain. It's free.
Free. Well, we pre-ordered it. Yeah, like wait.
It was a $5 beta.
Yeah. All right. The last part of it that we want to talk about is to look at it kind of as what kind of longevity does Destiny have in the YouTube Twitch realm? And I think this is an interesting question, because people are always kind of looking for the next game that they can latch onto. You know, like, and then like people thought Titanfall was going to be that. They thought that, and it had no legs. I don't really see Titanfall videos or anything like that ever. Like,
there's no trick shotting, which I'm kind of happy about.
Yeah, no, that's good. Fuck trick shot. You know, I mean, you know what I mean. Like,
I mean, they're cool to watch, but I don't want that to be the entirety of the game.
Yeah, but as far as YouTube, let's say, like, it's a perfect game for like commentaries.
I think it's gonna be a really good streaming Twitch game. Like, you know, you're gonna watch someone do a raid with their friends. It's kind of like, you know, I mean, there's streams for other stuff similar to that. So I think it's gonna work out.
I definitely think that it'll last a while, depending, especially because I've heard that Bungie has a lot of raids and like hard ones.
Yeah, so we were reading that one took like 12.
No, that they tried it for like 12 hours and they couldn't do it.
Yeah, they had like pro players. I mean, I don't know if they were pro players, but like these well-known players from other RPGs.
Yeah, so I mean, it definitely, like, if let's say it's a really hard raid and you know somebody's like, all right, we're gonna beat it no matter how long it takes.
And that's the thing. I mean, so far it doesn't seem like you need a actual strategy to get in there. You don't need to, like, there's as far as I can tell you don't have characters that power you up. So I should have mentioned that earlier, but I just remembered it right now. Doesn't seem to be much of that. So I mean, that's one of the big things about being in a party and you know, and like a game like Warcraft, actually I can do the name, where, you know, you have these like support characters,
like the healer and
the people that like give you the buffs and stuff. And then you have your DPS, your damage per second guy that's doing all the damage.
Yeah,
but
this game is more like all 3 classes are basically assault classes and different variations of assault.
Because even like a game like Borderlands, where it's very similar. I mean, we're gonna keep saying that, but even that game has, like, you know, items that help your people out. So far, I haven't seen anything like that yet. There's items that boost your own stats, but I don't know if there's anything that will like help a party. Yeah. Which is something I think it will need to do well.
Yeah, I think that is important too, because otherwise it just feels like it's just a bum rush to like see how many kills, which could be fun too. But I think what makes it special is the different, like the healer class or the, you know, whatever, all those different things
your tank.
Now, what's that called? As a YouTube, so this is the last part of it. As a YouTube, because this is funny. Every time a new game comes out, like there was a time long ago when Call of Duty ruled the YouTube scene, and all people wanted to see was quad feeds or whatever. That time is long.
You mean
the dark ages? That time is long gone. But every time a new game comes out, is always like, I remember people were posting Titanfall beta montages of them getting like feeds on the robots, on the AI and shit. 8 feet on the AI, sectors, baby.
Let's go.
Now this is where it's interesting to me because, hey, I edited montages. I was into that. I really liked it. I was into it for a while.
Do you think the competitive side will look at that? Will be doing that?
No, well, the competitive side is a whole different thing. But I'm just saying the YouTube side is, I think it's gonna work in this game.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, because for one, what people look at, which is I hate this, but this is what it is. People look at the feed. The feed on this game stacks exactly like Call of Duty feeds stack. So let's say you got 4 people in a row. You can see back to back to back 4 feed. You see like Javi Havy killed Geoplague on Javi Havy, blah blah blah.
Of course,
so it's one of those things where it has a natural inset thing where it's like, oh, that's a quad feed, and Destiny is gonna be so different from Call of Duty that I think it can kind of revitalize that whole montage scene, because the whole montage scene for shooters really started with Halo, and then it moved on to Call of Duty, and now it's dead. So like all these people are just dying for another game to come out that can like bring it back.
Yeah, and I mean I don't feel that it's gonna do well personally, but I definitely do see it, as a streaming / putting it back on YouTube like a lot of people do. They'll stream it, then playing with their friends. I think for raids and stuff, I think that's gonna work, especially if there's gonna be like guilds, and then I'm sure there's gonna be a ranking system for the guilds to see who's done the fastest time in a certain what's it called, a certain raid, or who's gotten the most points in a certain raid, stuff like that. And then it was very interesting to see, actually. I was thinking that the PvP, the player versus player, I thought it was going to be similar to like where if you have good stuff, you're going to wreck everyone. But I like that it's not like that.
Yeah, they said like that your stats on the stuff that you get, it doesn't matter on the PvP part.
Yeah, I mean you can get better guns, but they're not extremely as good as they say they are in their stats. They're more all equal. So if someone else has the same kind of gun, it's going to be the same power, even if yours is I think higher level.
Yeah. Which they had to do that because otherwise it'd be like.
Yeah, you had like, I remember there was a gun. One of the guns we got was like 23 damage in the beginning.
Yeah.
And now we have a gun that has like
57,
59. So it's like, okay. And
like, why would I ever use the 23 damage gun if the other gun is fucking 57? But then they're
online, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
as far as we can tell.
Yeah, like on the competitive multiplayer, as far as we can tell, as far as we've been told, as far as we read, it doesn't matter. That certain stat doesn't matter. They're not. It's not like they're all equal. They have their own other stats.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so the BRs have their own stats. The single shots have their own stats. The snipers have their own stats. Everything seems to have its own stat that everyone will share.
The main thing with that, to me, as far as like YouTube goes and competitive goes, is just gonna be what game types do they have? Like, do they have a ranking system? Like, are they gonna have like?
Yeah, they better have a ranking system.
Yeah,
because they should have the Halo 3 ranking.
Oh god, I mean, I've been asking for that for 6 years now. Like, for some reason they don't do it because apparently people don't like it. But all I ever hear is people say like, "Bring it back, please, bring it back."
Yeah, and where are these people? Where are these 2 guys saying they don't like it? So change their mind.
I'm starting to think it's one of those things where it's like the silent majority love.
That's true.
Love the Call of Duty style where you just keep ranking up no matter what, and it doesn't matter if you lose or win. You're just gonna keep ranking up. I don't like that. I like Halo 3. Where you rank up when you win and you rank down when you lose. That's
when you're level 50. It's not like, oh, this guy's prestige, he's gonna be good. Oh god, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen in my life.
Dude. I don't know how many times I played in Call of Duty at 10 prestige. It fucking sucks. I want to know how good you are. I mean, don't be afraid, guys. Like, don't run away from competition. That's just gonna make you a better player. Like, please stop telling them to make these stupid fucking ranks where we all just keep ranking up and it doesn't mean anything. I want it to mean something. Otherwise, I just get bored of the game and we're looking for other shit to play, or we keep playing the same fucking game. Like,
yeah,
we
Ghost.
Yeah, Ghost.
You, Ghost.
Fucking suck, Ghost. You weak ass game, man. Halo 3, baby.
No, we never ever played, but we love it.
Yeah. So if any of you have also played Destiny, let us know what you guys think. Are you guys liking it? Do you guys see a future in streaming and YouTube for Destiny? And also let us know if you're gonna be playing. We played with a couple of you on PS4. So let us know if you're gonna be playing on the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One, because
we're playing on the one.
Yeah, we're gonna be playing. This coming week is gonna be the beta now for the Xbox One and the Xbox 360. So if you want to play with us, send us a message. We'll party up together. Maybe Javi will do a raid review. Maybe I'll show you the ropes on.
I'll leave you guys behind. You guys are all. I'm all by myself.
Yeah,
it's all me.
yeah.
He's a
lone wolf.
But I need the party to get in.
Yeah,
so I'll drag you along.
Just run behind him. He'll take care of everything. Yeah. So let us know. Hit us up. We'll see you next week. Destiny, baby. Only 2 more months. We're almost there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to playing. You can go ahead and finish this up.
All right. Peace.